What's going on, everybody? John Royce here from Trek-Tac. Out here in the garage, getting my workout on, getting it in. Video I wanted to cover for you all today was how I do my programming for strength training. The fundamentals, or whatever you want to call it, the formula or program or the training that I run is a conjugate style based training. So what that means is we always rotate exercises every 2 to 3 weeks, or as you see fit for your own program. As you get better at doing the program, you will understand your body, how you react. You'll understand when you need to deload, things like that. So you'll be able to play around with the program a little bit. But I got this whiteboard here behind me, and I want to show you all a rough week's workout, maybe 2. But I wanted to go over this, my conjugate style workout program. I wanted to cover it with you all. But first, I'll talk about some of the exercises I've done today. So I got my plate carrier on from AR 500. Honestly, I worked out pretty hard the past 3 days, and I didn't want to take a day off. So I came out here, threw my vest on, and worked on some boxing stuff. I'm not the greatest boxer out there, but I like to try and improve that as much as I can because I know it needs work. So one of the things I've done today is I got this ball on a string. I don't even know what it's called. You attach it to your head, like so, and then you can strike the ball, switching stance. You can move with it. You can go forward, you go backwards. I wore gloves because I wear these gloves right here. These are gloves I wear, just a cheap freaking Tiger King paw glove. But I wear those because my fingers here will catch this string sometimes. So, if the ball's coming in, I go throw a punch or something, my thumb might catch the string and it jacks me all up. Plus, believe it or not, this little gushy ball here, if your hands are not accustomed to hitting anything, if you got little soft girl hands, this ball is eventually going to start hurting your hands. And I don't like to come out here and hit this ball for just a few minutes. I like to come out here and hit it for 10, 15 minutes at a time. Well, about 10 minutes straight. I'll hit the ball for 10 minutes straight. And then I'll go to my heavy bag, which I have. It's a 70-pound heavy bag. But I have the vest on just for uncomfortableness, just for something a little extra to add into the workout, just something to make things a little bit more harder, a little bit more difficult. And this piece of equipment is a piece of equipment that you might find yourself wearing in a real life situation. So it's best to train. It's good to train in those environments. But yeah, I felt beat up, felt sore, felt tired. Didn't want to come out here today. Well, I did. Mentally, I wanted to come out here today, but my body said rest. And instead of going to the gym and killing it, instead of going to the gym and doing more damage to my body, if you've seen my deload video, you'll know what I'm talking about. Instead of going out there and doing more damage to my body, I came out here, threw a vest on. It does help you. It does help your cardiovascular system. Just having weight on you, or like farmer's carry. If you guys ever done farmer's carry or just had a load on your chest, it makes you breathe a little heavier. So, throwing the strikes, the heavy bags, stuff like that. I like to have this on occasionally, just to get used to wearing it, throwing those strikes with the vest on. Because like I said, you might find yourself someday wearing a piece of equipment like this, and you're about to fight for your life. But back to the main point of the video is my programming. So I want to write the program down on this whiteboard here, roughly. It's just a rough estimate. And then I'll zoom in so you all can see it. And if you have any questions, just put them in the comments below. But I'll talk to you about the program, then I'll draw it up. That way you can hear it and see it. So in a powerlifting or strength training cycle, using a conjugate method, you're going to have 4 workouts in your week. You'll have speed upper, speed lower, heavy upper, heavy lower. And then you go back to the same beginning the next week. Boom, 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 boom. And it's just a rotating door. So speed upper, speed lower, heavy upper, heavy lower. If you like to do your leg days at the beginning of the week, that's fine. Speed lower, speed upper, heavy lower, heavy upper. We got 4 workouts in a week. And the speed days are sub-maximal weight at a maximal force applied. So on a speed day bench press, we may do 9 sets of 3 rotating grips on your bench press bar. Close grip. So we'll do close grip, medium grip, and then wide grip. And what you're doing is you're moving that bar fast down and fast up. Boom, 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 rack. That's all you're doing for 9 sets of 3 reps. You'll have about 65-75% bar weight of your max. Maybe 55%. You can start off at 55. Then the next week do 60. The next week do 65. The next week do 70. Then restart back to the beginning. So that's going to have your progressive overload throughout the week. And those speed days, that speed bench press, I said you're going to rotate your exercises. That's not one of the exercises you're going to rotate. You're going to do speed bench press once a week, every week. What can rotate on your speed bench press day is you can bench press with a bow bar, a bar that has a bow in it, so it makes you go a little lower on your chest, increasing your range of motion. You can do all your speed sets with that bar. You can do your speed sets with a straight bar. You could do a bow bar with bands, a bow bar with chains, straight bar with bands, straight bar with chains. So right there, 6 different weeks of speed bench that you can do, and you can use those to rotate in and out. Right after your speed bench typically is a dumbbell incline or flat bench press. But you got to understand that the program is for you individually. The program is for you. The program is to increase the strength in your weaknesses. Okay, so I may have stronger triceps than somebody else. They may have stronger lats than me. So your accessory lifts are based off of your weaknesses and your exercise that day. So if you're bench pressing, your accessories need to strengthen your bench press. If you're doing speed squats that day or heavy squats that day, your accessories need to strengthen your squats. And if you program it right, your accessories are also going to target your deadlift. You do not need to deadlift every day, every week to get stronger at your deadlift. It's just not something you need to do. So, right after your speed bench, you'll have some kind of dumbbell bench, more than likely flat, incline, something like that. 3 to 4 sets of 10 to 15 reps, something like that. And then after that, I may do a shoulder exercise. I may do a chest fly. I may do a tricep exercise, something like that. But I'll do some kind of arm or upper body movement after that. Then the 2 other workouts are typically a back exercise. So I'll hit main exercise for the day, accessories after that, which is going to be like I said, the dumbbell. Then maybe like a tricep or shoulder exercise. Then I'm hitting 2 back exercises, and then I'm hitting back into my upper body exercise. And I'll draw that up so you can kind of get a feel for what I'm saying. And I always do 7 exercises every time I work out. And I'm always at least doing 1 back exercise. You can never not do back. Anytime I work out, I'm doing some kind of back exercise. I don't care if it's a shrug, reverse hyper, good morning, back flies, one-arm rows, highlight pull-downs, reverse grip pull-downs, face pulls, pull-ups, overhand and underhand. I'm doing some kind of back exercise when I'm doing my workouts. Every single day I'm hitting back. Now, the next day is going to be your speed lower. So we did heavy upper, now we're doing speed lower. Your speed lower is going to be a speed squat. And we do box squats. Box squats will allow you to squat more often without doing the damage to your body that a free squat does. And it also teaches your hips and your lower body to relax just slightly and then engage and fire as hard as you can off that box, creating that explosive effect, which isn't going to help you get stronger, but it's also going to help you get faster and jump higher. So after that, after our speed squat, we'll probably go into like a good morning, something of that nature, a good morning, or rack pull from below the knee. Every single rack pull we do is below the knee. If you're doing a rack pull above the knee and it's like 800 pounds or whatever, it's not a rack pull, okay? Put your ego to the side, all right, check it out the door, and go below your knee. I would usually say about mid-shin, maybe an inch or two below or higher than your mid-shin, and that's it. I would say right in that range. I wouldn't go right below the knee, I want to go right above your ankle, okay? Keep it in the middle of your shin. Also, after our speed squats, speed box squats, and you can rotate those. You can use different bands, multiple bands. You can use chains. You can use chains and bands. You can use straight weight. You can use a little higher box. You can use a little lower box. You could do it with a wide stance, closed stance. There's all kinds of things you could do to change things up weekly. You can change what bar you use. You use a straight bar. You can use a safety squat bar. You can use a Duffalo bar. You can use a camber squat bar. There's all kinds of different bars you can use. So there's that. Squat, some kind of good morning or spinal erector, lower back exercise. After that, we may hit another glute, hamstring type exercise, maybe straight leg deadlifts or something. Then we do our 2 back exercises, which is different from the day we did before on our speed bench. And then we go back into our finishers, which is typically abs, reverse hypers, banded leg curls or machine leg curls, whatever, leg curls, things like that. Following exercise later that week on your 3rd day is going to be a heavy upper body day, okay? Maximal effort, not your 6 reps of freaking whatever at an RPE 7.5. No, motherfucker, it's maximal effort. 1 rep, all right? At the most, you're going to do 3 reps, at the most. Very rarely do we do heavy 3 reps. When you're using maximal effort weight and you are doing multiple reps, you are opening up the floodgates for injuries to happen, okay? Powerlifting competitions, sports that require you to go from 0 to 100 real quick is typically over within 10 seconds or so, okay? If you're a lineman on the football field, you come out of your stance, boom, you freaking blow up into that defender, and you get up in there 100%. You're going to knock them on their ass, or you're going to sit there and struggle with them for a bit. But I'm telling you, you're not going to be sitting there fighting for freaking 10 seconds, okay? If you are, you need to use your hands. You need to get them down on the ground, something like that. So maximal effort is 90% or more of your max, okay? Even if you feel shitty that day, even if you feel bad, you go in there and you do maximal effort. It may not be the max of your capabilities. I'm a 730 plus pound squatter, but I can't squat that every single day of the year. At any time in the year, you got to peak, you got to progress. You got to ease into that peaking phase of your program. So when you go in there, you're like, I'm gonna do a max low box squat today. Go in there, do your max, and go as maximum as you can for that day. You don't have to go in there and try to match something that you've done in the past. Just go in there and you push it 110% on that exercise. If you hit a PR, you're done. You hit a PR, you're good. Move on to your accessories. If you haven't hit a PR, don't blow your wad trying to hit a PR, okay? Just go in there, max effort, do what you can, move on to your accessories. All right, so we're gonna do 7 exercises. We may do a maximal effort squat, low box squat, for instance. If that's the exercise we've done that day, then we may move into some good mornings again. We may move into some straight leg deadlifts. We may move into deficit deadlifts or deadlifts against bands, or we may do a belt squat machine, something like that. But after your heavy exercise, you do not need to have every exercise after that be maximal effort. All right, think bodybuilding, think reps. All right, because you just blow your load on your max effort lift, you don't need to be killing yourself in your accessories. 9 times out of 10, people don't get hurt, or people get hurt from the weird shit they do in the gym, setting a dumbbell back on the dumbbell rack, or picking something up, or handing something to somebody. I haven't seen very many people get hurt executing that lift. All right, 3 lower body or back exercises, or 3 lower body exercises, 2 back, and then 2 lower exercises. Okay, and then after our heavy lower, we got our heavy upper, and there's a fuck ton of heavy upper exercises you can do. Pick one, max effort, 1 rep max, and then move into your accessories. All right, so I want to draw it up real quick so you guys can see it. I want to stop the video, add a new clip in. By the time you see me again, I should have something up on the board. All right, so we're at the board here. Speed upper. All right, this is our speed upper body day. Speed bench press. We got 9 sets of 3 rotating grips. Your first three sets are going to be close grip. Your next 3 sets are going to be medium grip, thumb on the knurl of the bar, and then your last 3 sets are going to be pinky on the rings. Use accommodating resistance if you got it. Use chains, use bands. Use something if you have it. If not, that's fine. Use straight weight, but you might have to use a higher percentage if you're just using straight weight. 70, 75, 80% versus the 25% accommodated resistance plus your 50, 55% bar weight. Next, we got dumbbell bench. All right, dumbbell bench, 4 sets of 12, medium to heavier weight, but don't kill yourself. After this is skull crushers. You can use dumbbells, you can use barbells, you could use a curl bar, something like that. All right, focusing on the triceps. The triceps are going to help strengthen your bench press. All of my accessory lifts after my speed bench are going to be to strengthen my 1 rep max of my bench press. 1 arm rows. Use dumbbells. Use bands. You can do bands if you have them. You can use chains. You can use kettlebells. Do 1 arm rows. Next is dumbbell back fly. All right, so dumbbell back fly. Again, you can use bands, chains, dumbbells, kettlebells, whatever. 3 sets of 10 on those. Next, you're going to do front and side raises. Okay, so you're going to do 10 to the front, then you're going to do 10 to the side, equaling 20. Dumbbells, something like that. Now on the front raises, don't go super freaking heavy. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen anybody that's strong do more than 35 pounds at these. You don't need to do a lot of weight on front and side raises, I'm telling you. And then at the end, we'll finish with a bicep, tricep, 3 sets of 15 medley or something. We'll maybe do some dips and banded curls or whatever. But that is typically what a speed bench press workout looks like for me during my workout. Next, I'm going to put up a heavy upper exercise, and then I'll go into the lower body. And I got the heavy upper on the board here, and I just realized how long these videos are, so I'm just going to do a part 1, and if anybody gives a shit and wants to see part 2 for the lower body, comment below, whatever. I may be feeling froggy tomorrow, the next day, and I might just do it anyways, but if you want to see a part 2 for lower body, let me know. So here we go. This is what we got. We got heavy upper, all right? This is going to be 3 to 4 days. Well, it's going to be about... So, speed upper, speed lower, take a day off, heavy upper, take a day off, heavy lower. All right. So now we're here. This is a floor press, 1 rep max, okay? 1 rep max, not a double, not a triple, 1 rep max. Work up to a 1 rep max. Don't just go in there and throw a plate on and be like, yeah, I hit a plate. You know, your warm-up sets is also where you get a lot of volume in at, okay? Especially on your heavy days. You know, if you're somebody who only bench presses 135, it's not going to take you very many sets to get there, okay? But if you're somebody who bench presses 315, 365, 375, 405, 455, stuff like that, it may take you multiple sets to get up to that weight. So use your warm-up sets as some volume, but don't overdo it to where your freaking load's below the time you get to your max effort lift. Now, floor press is a partial movement exercise, okay? Floor press is a partial movement exercise. So after this, we're going to do something full range of motion, either flat bench or incline with dumbbells to work our full range of motion. Because like I said, floor press is most of the time not a full range of motion for some people, and we want to make sure that we're working full range of motion. After that, we got a seated dumbbell military press. Just when you do these, elbows in and you press up, okay? Don't be having your elbows out to the side like this, because you could, over time, cause a lot of damage to your shoulder. It's unnecessary. Keep everything close, all right? Press it straight up. That way it protects your shoulders. We done our 3 upper exercises, right? Military, dumbbell, incline, floor press. Now we're doing our 2 back. Now we're doing our 2 back exercises. So here we got 3 sets of 10 plus on pull-ups. This is a base. If you want to do 10 sets of 10, whatever you can. We got banded pull parts. This is a mini band, monster band, something like that. And all you're doing is holding it out in front of you like this and just pulling it apart. You're going to keep it the same level as you would be if you were bench pressing, okay? So don't bring the band up to your head or down by your stomach, okay? Keep that band so when you pull it back, you are roughly in the same position that you would be when you're bench pressing, all right? After this, we got dips, all right? So we're back to the arms here, back to the pressing. 3 sets of 15 plus. You could have weight hanging. You can do more sets, more reps, whatever. This is just a base. 3 sets of 15 on dips. Then after that, we got abs. I would highly encourage you to do abs every single day. But when it comes to lower body exercises and some upper body exercises, you're getting a lot of ab exercise in with the lift itself. So you don't necessarily have to target your abs on those specific days. Do them as you need them. If you feel like, man, I didn't really hit my abs today, do abs. You must do abs. Very, very, very important. So yeah, this is a really long video. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it off here. Like, subscribe, whatever. Join my Patreon account. I'll try to put out the best info as I can for you guys. Like for part 2, comment for part 2. Let me know if you want a part 2 or whatever. Let me know if I should just stop making videos, which I won't. But, you know, you can put it in the comments anyways. So, thank you all for watching. Part 2 may or may not be coming, depending on you. If you want to see it, we'll go over our speed lower and our heavy lower. Other than that, stay safe, keep training, keep your head on a swivel. All those other cool little sayings that people say when they're getting ready to get off. But I'll catch y'all later. Peace.